Hello, everyone. Welcome to FTM Trading podcast. I'm your host, Brian Dunwoody, as you probably are aware. Without me tonight is our very own Mr. Alan Asp, who is enjoying his anniversary at Las Vegas. Not exactly sure when he's heading home, but he is still there, and unfortunately, we are not going to have him tonight. So it's just me. I'm driving the car and I'm going to guide us in a couple of things. One, I want to show you the 5-minute app on Android. And this is what they call an AVD, Android virtual device. It mimics a phone, and it allows me to run the app on the computer. What I'm going to look at is the SPY and see when this triggered and how to play it based on the app. So here's the 5-minute app. These trigger times, and you're going to have to bear with me. This says 8:40, which is actually 9:40 on here. I updated my Thinkorswim platform to do Eastern times, but yet the app is still running on my local central device or central time. So 8:40 is here. And these times are basically the start of the candle. So at 8:45, since this entire candle was above the 5-minute high, it triggered long. And what you need to understand for the 5-minute high is this is support and this becomes resistance. So if it breaks above here, which it does, this is your first line of support. So at 8:45, 9:45, you get the signal that to go long here. Now here's the thing. This 465.43, let's say, and this 464.05, and let's just do some math. 465.43 minus 464.05 divided by 464.05. So 0.2%. This from here to here is a pretty big drop. And this from 9:30-10 is the first half hour of trading. Usually a stock trades up or trades down and then reverts back to the 5-minute high. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if you buy when this is triggered, you are kind of chasing this candle up. A better way to play it is wait for it to come close. Once it's triggered, wait for it to come close to that 5-minute high and buy it then. Even if you bought it at the bottom of this candle, now your stop is, let's say, 40 cents rather than $1.30. And if you buy up here towards the top and it traces back down here before you get stopped out, you're 30 to 40 to 50% down already. And like I said, this first half hour, option prices are kind of jacked up. There's a lot more volatility, and you need to pay for that. So your best bet is to let it trigger, wait for it to retrace, and then buy it, and then put your stop below this 5-minute high. So now if we look at this trigger, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it closed below the 5-minute high. So right here, this is your signal to get out. Now, I know Alan plays this aggressively, and when he sees a trigger long eventually disappear, which it will right here, he'll go short and then put his stop above this 5-minute. Now, this 5-minute high becomes resistance, okay? So a close below the 5-minute high is your signal to get out. Now, 950, 1050, it triggered short. Now again, on the short side, you could chase this candle down. This is where you triggered. You could buy puts right here. But now if it retraces all the way back to this 5-minute high, now you are, again, $1.30 away from your stop. So let this pan out. And then when it fails to make a higher high, that's when you go short. And had you done that, you know, you would have got in here, stopped out here, went short here, and then sold around the low. That is how you use the 5-minute app. So I hope that helps. Let's get rid of this. I swear, I think I'm going to break my computer running so many things.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
So, unfortunately, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that the iOS version of the app is not going to be available by the 15th, which is tomorrow. The good news is that I'm getting this data, which basically means that I'm able to go out to the data site and pull these values. What's left for me to do is to get these values and trigger values into the display, and then clean it up a bit. And I'm almost embarrassed to kind of show you guys this because it's ugly. But it's a work in progress. And right now I'm basically just focusing on getting it to work before getting it pretty. And that's, I think, one of the main reasons why I decided to hold off for a week or two. So I'm not sure if it's going to be this year, seeing that it's around Christmas time and people aren't really trading as much. But yes, there still will be a trial period. Yes, it will be published in the Apple App Store. And good news, it'll be a little bit cheaper than the Android version. Apple has price points, and if you didn't notice before, take a look at the prices of apps. They usually end in .99. So $37.50 doesn't really fit in that. So I think it was either $36.99 or $40, I think. So anyway, like I said, it's not pretty. These are the values that are getting. And this is what the screen looks like right now. It's got some quirky things into it. For instance, if you add stocks, it's going to get rid of the ones that you're currently tracking. I can change that. And what I would like it to do is be able to swipe on these values and delete them. So if you've added extras, you can remove them without going to re-add stocks. So like I said, I'm close. I have the functionality to it. I just don't have taking the values and putting them in a table. Nor do I have the code to track for triggers. Now, this is the, if you guys want to make your head spin, this right here is the Android version. Whoops. This right here is the Android version. And basically, I need to convert this stuff into what they call Swift. So I will keep you guys posted. Like I said, there's still going to be a trial. I'm disappointed in a sense that I could not make the 15th. I just got so overwhelmed with how different this is versus an Android programming. And I got to the point where I actually hired someone for a couple hours to review Swift coding with me on last Friday. But it's coming and it's close. So I hope you guys have a good night. I hope my tutorial on the Android app has helped. And I hope you kind of walk away with, this is support in your stop. And when it goes from calls to breaking this line, if you want to be aggressive, go short. Or if you want to wait till it breaks the 5-minute low and go short, and then this becomes your stop if you're short. Playing it conservatively, get in short and look for a higher high on a short or a lower low on a long, which the app does trigger. So just so you guys know, if you need me for anything, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email, you can send me an IM on Facebook. I'll try to be as responsive as I can. And I hope you guys have a great night. Not sure when Alan's back. I'm not sure if we're going to do a podcast this week. But if we do, the subscribers will be the first to know. So subscribe to my channel, the FTM Trading channel, and like the video if you can. Thanks and have a good night.